PYX 106, Quinn and Cantera.
It's 1-800-LAW-1010, 1-800-LAW-1010.com. That's Paul Harding from Martin Harding Mazzotti on the phone.
Hi, Paul. How are you?
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Now, Paul, you can bill me for this because what you say here, I feel like I'm going to use in 25 years when my son turns 30. But there's a story. We've been following this. It's here in New York. A New York couple is asking a court to help them evict their 30-year-old son from their own house.
And he refuses to leave.
He's not doing it.
He's not leaving. I mean, what is the deal? I know that you get insurance still, right, till you're 26, but you can't live at your parents'
This
house.
guy's 30.
Yeah, we keep hearing that kids moving back home, basements, living in couches, on the couch and playing video games. So here it is. You cannot evict your son. So it's a legal technicality, but it's a thing you have to go forward and do a proceeding called an ejectment proceeding. And really, it's a legal way to remove someone who's not a tenant, someone who's not paying rent, someone who doesn't have a lease. And this couple is recognizing that it's just not easy to get him out of the house.
This is ridiculous.
I
know you're giving us the law, the facts, but listen, someone who's not paying rent, you can't kick out of your house. That's exactly
30.
why I'd kick you out of my house.
He's 30. I don't have the specific number. Has he ever left the house? That's the question. I don't think he's ever left.
So how do you get an ejectment?
Yeah.
Right. So it becomes a little trickier. So, again, you need to show that the person, again, you've let them in your house. It's not someone who's a squatter and someone who just kind of broke down the door. They're there for an extended period of time. They've gotten this relationship, and that's where home is. So the problem is when you go to evict someone, you can just go to a city court or a town court, or, it's really kind of a quick proceeding. It can happen literally in 3 days. But an ejectment proceeding goes through the trial courts. So what's really happening? It's just being delayed. It could take they said up to 6 months if he has a vigorous defense, which he has none.
So when they get up into the courtroom and they start saying about how he doesn't wipe his butt and doesn't flush the toilet and never does dishes.
They'll get the ejectment.
Right. That's what I'm
thinking.
thinking.
They will get the ejectment. And, but so he's making some allegations that he says, I might have some ownership interest in the property.
Oh, that's the goal on this guy.
Yeah. Oh, we had a contract. They never asked me to clean the house. They never asked me for money before. We had a contract, So these things are going to break down, but it just doesn't happen quickly. So there must be some tension in that house.
Not only do you have to support this kid, but you have to pay. Not only do you have to pay for the court proceedings, but you also have to live with the fact that you probably failed as a parent.
Well,
I would feel terrible.
Yeah, supporting this kid back in the day used to be a boot in the ass. That kicking him out into the world and letting him live and breathe and have some success and failure.
So, Paul, who do you normally get an ejectment for? Is this common?
Yeah, so you could imagine that you've got some relative that you've sort of taken in, and maybe they're elderly or maybe they're just in need, and they're there for several months, and so then you want them out, right? So you can't go and get the standard eviction. You then need to go through. Usually it's a conversation, right? Hey, things aren't working out, and they're on their way. But if someone resists, it doesn't happen a lot, but the ejectment proceeding is the way it works when you don't have a classic tenant.
Like if the old guy that was just peeing on the airplane the other day, if that was your grandfather or something, you saw that, and it wasn't at your house, but you saw that as a character reference of the guy. Could you think you can get him evicted from your house if he was staying there?
You can ask anyone to leave. The question is, if they don't, you then need to go through this deal. Again, I don't remember the last time. I don't know any time where I've actually seen this actually go all the way. Yeah.
I'm going to start a GoFundMe page for the parents.
Yeah.
I couldn't be more on their side.
I agree.
All right, this is great.
And I've been in this other guy's situation in later years.
Paul Harding from Martin Harding and Mazzotti, 1-800-LAW-1010 and 1-800-LAW-1010.com.
Kick him out!
You can get that lazy millennial out. It's possible.
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
Okay, guys. Thanks.
Take care, buddy.
Quinn and Cantera. Mornings on PYX 106.